It is a world of darkness. The sin of Cain has spawned the cursed horror that stalks the night in search of living blood. The kindred have long been a secret influence through all ages of human history, plotting against each other in a never-ending jihad. Their immortal progeny are among us to this day, hidden from the eyes of humanity by an elaborate masquerade.
All right, and with the pause to the music, we are back and we're live. We are back for our Friday the 13th. I was getting ready to say some other date for some reason. That was really weird. Friday the 13th game of Vampire the Masquerade. We don't get a chance to do this actually that often, so that's kind of cool. I was thinking about throwing up the Halloween motif that I've got on there, but I'm like, nah, I don't want to rearrange stuff. I'll save that for October when it's a little bit more appropriate. This would be the first game of the month for Vampire. So first of all, do we have any birthdays?
May?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay. So who wants to roll XP for us?
I'll do it.
Okay.
There we go.
Let's see. We've remind me just a 1d10?
1d4 plus 1.
1d. That's right. Okay.
He rolled a 7.
Wow.
Yeah. No. Rolled a 2, so a total of 3 then.
Total of 3 points.
Oh, I still need a character sheet.
Character sheets would help. It's true. It's true.
Note taker. I tried to go back and look at my notes, and I don't know what the heck I wrote. Something about Eric and pawn shop.
Oh, I need some notes too. Gosh, I am just.
Yeah. Eric
all-
is
all over
the missing person, and the pawn shop is where he bought a thing, or sold a thing rather.
Yes. So we've had some people who are missing. So do we want to do a brief recap as to where we're at?
I can try. So Sophie returned,
Mm-hmm.
and we met up at Angelo's to get everybody up to speed. Sophie told us about the convention of Venice, and Henry is going to be on the Justicar's or the CAM's red list, and it was Justicar Lucinda who Sophie met with. But Sophie lobbied for the whole group. And so now we have stipulations. No killing Prince. Better keeping the masquerade. And we have to go to Portland and take out the Sabbats. And that's all I have. So if anybody else has more.
We also managed to, as far as we know, clear up the situation with the girl who was captured, Elaine.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And so we managed to. She seems to be cured of her vampirism, and we cleared her mind of all of the vampire stuff, and hopefully she'll be okay.
Okay. That sounds good enough for now.
I only wrote stuff like, yeah, my notes are only about things that like Remus is there for, just because I'm like, if he's not there, he shouldn't know about stuff, at least until people
Sure.
tell him. So I didn't write anything about like the case that you guys took on about the missing person.
Right. Yeah, exactly. There's the case for is the last name Lickaby or Libicki?
Lickaby.
Lickaby. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, Chronica Lickaby asked us for help, and she has paid her first hour's worth of help from Pantheon Investigations, where we need to look for her missing brother, Eric Lickaby, and we got some information so that we can start that investigation in earnest.
And which you had started to actually do that the last game too, in addition to obviously the other things that were taken care of.
That's right. Yeah, and I sent Henri a text message with regard to that.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, that's more or less what he's trying to find out.
Maybe problem. I mean, not really in this case. Just like sometimes.
So we will start things off. It is the it's been a couple nights since then. Since the last game. It is now officially Friday the 13th. And when you rise for the evening, Dale, there is a message waiting for you on your phone.
Oh, okay. Take a look to see if I know who it's from.
You do. It's actually from the office.
Okay. All right. Take a look at the message.
Okay. Well, it was an actual call. It wasn't a text message, so you've got a
Oh, okay.
voicemail.
Got it. Okay. Voicemail. Yeah.
1 second. Where did he go? I've got to do it. Nah, I've got to do a better job of organizing my notes. I've got so many.
Since it's been a few nights, have we regained any blood since then?
Good question. Everybody is down another point. From that point, from that the last game. Since it's the beginning of the month, you're also down an additional point per each ghoul. And also down a point if you have a feeding restriction.
Does Zachary refuse the feeding, or is he allowing me to feed him?
He's not resisting. He's just kind of he's been in and out and very blasé.
Okay.
So the message came from Jay, and he says, the message is like, "Hey, Benjamin, we got a call from the police. They're wanting to speak to you as soon as you're available. I told them that you were working privately. We haven't quite worked out what the daytime cover story is going to be. Anyways, give me a call back. I'm at the office. Ciao."
Yeah, go ahead and call him up.
Okay. So he picks up right away and he's like, "Oh, great. Okay, so you're awake. All right, so we got a call from the detective again, Detective Rumbus.
Right.
He's wanting, it sounded really urgent. He was wanting to talk to you about something. He said it was off the books.
Okay.
Media wise.
Got it. All right. Well, guess I'll give him a call then. See what's going on. Just take it as they come, I suppose. Anything else happening?
No, other than the whole town has gone horror movie. Go fig.
Yeah. That special day. All right. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it. Let me know if anything else pops up.
Oh, no problem.
And that call, and I go ahead and give the detective a call.
Okay, so it picks up. There's a little bit of background noise. Sounds like he's probably outside somewhere. And he says, "This is Detective Rumbus."
Detective, it's Benjamin. Sound like you needed to speak to me.
Ah, yes, Benjamin. We should meet. Where works for you?
Let's see. Well, there's this place I know of called Anzia's. We could head there, have a chat.
Ah, yes, that's a fine Italian eatery. I don't see why that would be a problem. I can be there in about 10 minutes.
Same here. We'll meet you there.
All right, so he hangs up.
I text Lily and let her know that I'm talking to the detective in person at Anzio's if you need to reach me.
She
And then,
replied,
okay.
"Do you need me there?"
He asked for me specifically. I'll let you know if something comes up.
Sends a thumbs up.
Okay. Go ahead and head to Anzio's.
Okay. Okay. So back at the well, as Benjamin is heading out, so Remus, you wake up for the evening to actually seeing the backside of Benjamin heading out the door. With that determined Benjamin has business footsteps about him. And walking through the door as of this point is your whole crew.
So Liam, Eleanor, Jeeves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Eleanor is out of the hospital at this point, so she's kind of walking a little tenderly, but otherwise she's back. Everybody comes walking back in, and they of course nod and say hi to Benjamin as he walks out, and Jeeves looks as you as you're getting up for the evening. He says, "I know I probably shouldn't ask this, but is the car out front ours?"
What do you mean?
This way, boss.
Okay. I follow him out.
Okay. Do you know the car that I posted up in the our Facebook chat?
I hold on.
Oh no.
I haven't checked it.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you
This
very
can't-
much, Table of Horrors. We got rated for a party of 20.
Oh snap!
Wow.
Yay! Thank you very much, guys.
Oh, that car.
Yes, that car.
Oh, that was actually happening. Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I think I just.
they're both going like the other two. The other two are kind of looking, back, and Jeeves is like, I'd never challenge anything that you said, boss, but I thought we were supposed to be descript, nondescript. Like the download. What that is
Ugly.
I was gonna say impressive.
No. Oh my god. Oh. It's so gaudy.
And Liam says, "Boss, at least it's not a toilet seat."
But it matches the toilet seat, except this thing has like and I'm like poking at the orange wheels. I'm like, these look like skateboard wheels.
He's like,
Oh,
"Oh, so trucks and whatnot."
it may as well be. Oh, this thing is so. Oh god. Oh. Okay. Okay. This terrible car aside, I just pray that it's Henri's. Um.
Boss, at any point in time, do you think Henri could have afforded that? Like, no offense to the guy. I mean, he plays
I'm
with
just-
bodies. I can't imagine he would have like even this kind of style.
I'm just trying to keep my hopes up. Wait, you think this thing has style?
So he the guy, Jeeves turns and he clicks the button on the clicker, and of course the wheels kind of light up with that orange glow, and he says, "Boss, the tires glow."
God,
that is impressive. I mean, for what it is.
It looks like. Jeeves, have you seen the movie Grease?
I'm not into cookie movies, sir.
No, it's like a musical.
Oh,
John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John.
Oh no, nope.
No?
Sorry, I
Right,
don't.
well,
I don't do. I got talked into doing Repo the Genetic Opera at one point, and I swore off of musicals.
Okay, well, you're not missing anything with Grease, but it's like Grease is very like 1950s. This looks like if a car from Grease fell into the stuff in the Batman movie that turns the Joker into the Joker. It looks like a clown car.
And so he kind of turns and he looks and he's like,
It looks like a
this has more than one button. You don't want me to play with them, do you?"
Oh, what? Like, Does it play La Cucaracha when you hit one of the buttons?
So he's like, I'll tell you what, and he just kind of hands the remote to you. He's like, this, it's your keys to your car. If you want to do that, yeah.
I can barely drive as it is. I need to drink. Oh jeez.
And
geez.
for reference, for those of you who are watching, it is a 1958 Golden Sahara 2 with Goodyear illuminated neothane glow tires that kind of glow yellowish orange, and it's got kind of like the car, although not quite as stretched, from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That sort of like look and filigree, like decorating it all over the place, that makes it look totally ostentatious.
Jerome, when you sent this in the chat, I thought you were joking. I did not think that this thing was actually going to pop up in the game.
I did say it was Friday the 13th, right?
Well, yeah, but I also asked for body armor. Is there body armor inside the thing? I'm going to check.
No, Friday the 13th is a horror flick that I knew this would horrify you.
Oh, yeah. Great job.
If Remus gets body armor, I want bodies.
It's not, but I'm assuming body armor is not made of bodies.
Yeah, no. Not in the Camarilla or Anarchs. The Sabbat? That is a possibility.
Check out my bulletproof baby vest. I'm just
you hear in the back of your mind, oh, it is gorgeous.
Oh, why did you buy this thing? It's so gaudy.
It's amazing.
What's amazing?
I had to have it. It's like one of a kind.
I hope so.
The tires glow.
Why do you need the tires to glow?
I've never seen tires glow. Like
Wouldn't
ever.
you be in the car? Why would you need to see the tires glow?
Because you stand beside it. It's a status symbol. When you come up and you roll up into the scene and to have the valet take away your car to drive, I'm telling you, it's going to make an impression.
All we go to is Anzios and war zones. We don't need a car that has light up wheels.
You're going to thank me.
Please elaborate. Oh, hold on. I forgot this is my...
Don't make me test it out.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And you're standing there with that blank look on your face again. They don't know what you're doing.
I'm like, look. I guess I'll just look at the remote. Is there any indication what any of the buttons do?
Yeah, it has like a remote start. That's modified for it and whatnot. So it also can like lower. It can raise and lower the windows.
Okay. I'm like, okay, and what am I supposed to be impressed about with this thing? Is it at least bulletproof?
Yes. Of course it's bulletproof.
Okay. But you couldn't have picked a car.
Do you want to shoot this beauty just to find out?
No, I saw what happened to Tesla with the rock. I'm not going to take a chance of breaking this thing. But it's like, I don't know where you're planning to go that we need to make this big of an impression. But like, I don't know.
We need to go to places to make this big of an impression.
Like the opera.
I'm a little tired of riding shotgun and going to your little Italian restaurant.
Okay, but like, where do you want to go then? Is like the opera? Is that
the opera is a great start?
Okay, I'm down for the opera. How do you feel about ballet?
No.
What do you mean no? It's classy. It's art.
It's spelled N-O in English.
Yeah, but ballet is classy. Although not with this like rejected Batmobile thing.
You're walking a fine line there, Remus.
I'm sorry, did you make the car? Why are you taking this so personally?
Because I bought the car.
Okay. Well, is there anything else
Benedict
useful
giveth,
about this
and
thing?
Benedict can taketh away.
You're starting to
Now
sound like my
look at
dad.
your little friends.
Like over at Liam and Eleanor.
Mhm.
Okay, I look over at them.
You have all of this because of me, and you're griping because of a car.
I don't know how much I want to feel like, oh, thank you, Benedict. Like, oh, you're doing so much for me, Benedict. I was maybe with them, it's one thing. The car, I don't get, but this besides the point. Well, whatever. I don't. We don't have time for this. I'm gonna like hang up on him.
Mentally hang up, click.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Uh, Jeeves, is it possible that you could like procure the like the four of us like some Kevlar, some sort of body armor?
Oh yay!
First one.
We can talk to Miss Trudy's people. Yeah, they already informed me that they've got this website that you can like order stuff through. It's really kind of fancy in a way. I never thought that you could just like like Instacart this stuff, but I mean I guess you can.
Okay.
You know what Instacart is, right, sir?
Yeah,
Okay.
I figured it out.
Sorry, I don't want to presume. I know some of the folks here don't like get technology and whatnot.
Yeah, no, it's I understand. It's just weird. Um, but yeah, I would like to, especially considering what's coming soon. I'd like to stock up and make sure that what happened to Eleanor doesn't happen again.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get with their people, Xandria, and I will get like the web address so I can make like orders and stuff. That shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. Also, is there any sort of status on finding our own place, finding our own haven?
Uh, Working on it still.
Okay.
It's there's like a bidding war right now for some of the better properties here in Ashland, so it's kind of a wait and see. Sorry.
Okay. No, it's fine.
If you know anything
'Cause
about eBay, it's kind of like that. It's like there's realtors out there that are sniping and getting some of the better properties.
okay. Yeah, just make sure it's something that's big enough for for us.
And
Something
a
that maybe
multi-car garage, apparently.
yeah, I don't think it's going to stop. Um, but yeah, something we can defend. Also something. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
I'll see what I can find.
Okay. Thank you. Take one last look at this gross car, and I'm just gonna walk inside. I'm gonna walk Ellen. Did Eleanor come outside with us or?
Yeah. I mean, they were just all like kind of following along and just watching.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to Eleanor, and I'm just gonna probably just dote on her, make sure she has what she needs, help her get to the
Aw.
couch so she can rest. Yeah.
And she's like, "Sir, I've got it. It's fine. I can get to the couch. I'm mobile enough that I'm ready to serve. I just not mobile enough that I can really get in the field right now."
Well, don't listen. I don't. Um, just it's fine. It's fine. Just sit down. Just let us take care of you for a bit. You focus on getting 100%.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's clear that this is what you're doing is an alien concept to her. But she's
Yeah.
like, "Okay, sure."
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably not super easy for them to when Remus is essentially going into family mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
but,
Rachel, by the way, Damaris hears and sees this too. The kind of walking back and forth and this bizarre discussion about a car.
I guess the point is it's not really so bizarre to her because she kind of, I think, recognizes that inner monologue style, I suppose. Yeah, that look.
Yeah.
And when I hear about the car, I'm just kind of like, car. And so I'll look out like a window or something.
Yeah, it's there in all its glory.
Wow.
It is
Kinda
it is definitely a high crafts car.
inconspicuous. Your Damaris from the other room. Yeah, that's inconspicuous.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess somebody thought that we should have something that matches the toilet.
I don't even want to know about the toilet. The fact that you even have one. Just, I would ask why, but don't really care. So,
Thanks. I knew I could count on you.
of course. So what's up? What are we doing tonight?
I have no idea. I'll check my phone. Do we have any messages from the Baron? Anything?
Actually, Baron, were there any messages? I thought you had mentioned something to me that you had wanted to discuss or do something. I could be wrong. You're giving me that look of like, Jerome, you're dumb.
No, Sophie just had a souvenir that she wanted to give to Isadora.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that it was, if it was for like everybody or who it was specifically. So okay. So no, there are no current messages from the well, in the group as of this point.
Okay. I'll say well, it's no messages on the bat phone, so hopefully that means everything's okay.
I mean, nothing's ever just okay here. So, I mean, yeah, but I'm gonna probably go down to Anzio's later to just catch up on some stuff.
Okay. I think I'm gonna. I don't know. Unless there's anything that we need to take care of, I think I'll probably just stay in and try to take care of Eleanor and take care of other stuff.
So, Damaris is gonna get ready to just head out then. Anzio's.
Okay, check in on Anzio's. Alrighty. So Sophie, you arise late in the evening, as you are sometimes prone to do, to some pawing on your forehead. Mommy, 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 mommy.
What is it? What is it, Cuddles?
You slept in late.
I do that sometimes.
Are you unhealthy?
No, I just like to sleep.
But I thought you were a night owl.
Do you need something?
Why did we have somebody come to the front door dressed in a costume? It's not Halloween. It's only Friday the 13th.
I don't know. What did they look like?
Like somebody in a costume?
Kind of costume.
Dirty overalls and a hockey mask? I don't get it. What?
You know, that doesn't sound like anyone who lives here. Are they still there?
Everybody
When-
who lives here? Yes.
No, the person that came to the door. When was this?
No, of course not. That was during the day. Well, like, thanks. About 4.
Who answered the door?
Well, I did, of course.
We need to talk about some protocols, I think. Where's Daddy?
Oh, he's in the shop.
Did he see this person at the door?
No, he was still busy working.
Okay. So Sophie will get up and get dressed and go to the shop.
Okay, it's the garage.
In the garage.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, so I mean, you can. It's not super loud, but you can hear him working with the welder. So sparks and whatnot, coming off the zapping sound.
I will keep my distance, but also like place myself in line of sight.
Okay.
Because Sophie doesn't like the welder.
No vampire should like the welder. Welders are dangerous.
Jerome, I'm going to need you to describe how hot Colin looks in this scene because it turns out he's been really hot.
Well, first of all,
welding.
he's probably sweating because welding is hot.
Yeah. So he's like pulling off the thing. Does he pull on a chain and then?
Yeah, Colin has the protective top on, tied to his back, shirtless, of course, sweaty, so you can see the whole tattoo kind of coming down the side and down to his arm. He is in jeans and boots. Obviously, he's got protective gloves on. As he's doing the welding, and he's got the welder's mask. Eventually, he spots you as he is pausing and kind of reviewing the welds and whatnot he's been putting in this metal piece, and he says, "Oh, hey, babe, what's up?"
Hi, darling. Cuddles says that somebody came to the door today, dressed in a costume. Do you know anything about that?
No.
Also, he said he answered the door. I think we probably ought to make some rules about that.
He answered. How did he answer the door?
I don't know. How did he buy himself a cell phone? I don't know.
Well, I mean, that I can get. He could probably hop up and probably type it into a computer or something like that. But the door is like, he's like kind of doing like this, trying to, measure, like jumping in the doorknob. He's like, I don't even know how he would turn the doorknob.
Who knows? He's special.
Yes, he is. Okay. Give me a second to get cleaned up. I guess I don't want to do it like this. Eye candy for the wrong person.
All right, as you were.
So he
camera.
Yeah, for Remus.
Give the people what they want, Jerome.
So yeah, off screen you hear. Sorry. Anyways, so he finishes up the weld, and getting everything put in place, for the piece that he's working on. Towels off, his body and throws on the shirt that he had laid out across the chair. It's just a simple black shirt. Do you want to call Cuddles? I mean, you could be outside. Oh, and Doug is out and about.
Yeah, I think we haven't heard much from him lately, but I'm glad that he seems to be.
It's another LARP.
Oh, well, I should probably ask him how the prince is getting along.
Oh, no, he's doing quite well. He's survived a praxis attempt, I think, from what I heard him talking on the phone, and he's attempting to become the, oh, what did he say? The head priest in the other game?
The what?
The head priest. I don't even know what the other game's about. I just know it's in this Black Dog game series.
It's going to be a cleric.
Well,
I just know that he's apparently on his way to the top of the LARP world. By the way he's talking, he's got a lot of people under his thumb
you know,
in game.
I'm just glad that he's going out and making friends.
Is he though?
No? Is that not how this works?
Dear, he is your ghoul. He is awkward looking. So what do you think he's really doing?
Okay, well, I mean, we already had the unrighteous dominion conversation. Maybe we need to have it again.
I'm just saying it. I mean, maybe he's really that witty and charming, or he's loading the dice. I'm just saying.
Okay, well, let's focus on this person that came to the door first.
Yeah, I'd like to know more myself.
We don't really get that many people out here, do we?
Oh no, we don't even get solicitors out here, huh?
Trick-or-treaters or anything, but like,
I mean, occasionally trick-or-treaters, but
I'm not sure I've ever actually like had a conversation with the neighbors.
no, fair point. I mean, before you moved in, I was kind of the creepy neighbor anyway, so I think that's probably why. But is what it is.
Well, it's helpful in any case. Okay, Cuddles.
So he comes, trotting to the house. Hello.
All right, so run this interlude past us again. You said it was about 4:00.
Yes. Some person, dressed like a hockey hillbilly, knocked on the door, and I went outside to go see what was about. And he knocked a couple times and then left.
Did he see you?
Oh, of course.
Did he react to you?
How would he react?
Observations, dear.
Oh, no. Nothing obvious outside of he saw me as a cat.
What was he driving?
Oh, come to think about it, he wasn't driving anything. He walked off.
We have cameras, right?
No.
We don't have cameras?
No. Even Colin's like, no.
Okay, well, I don't know. That's weird, but I don't know that it's significant.
He says, it sounds like somebody dressed up as Jason and knocked on the door.
Oh, like the horror movie?
That's what it sounds like. Hockey hillbilly, I mean, the hockey mask and overalls.
You said he knocked on the door?
He nods.
I don't know if he would have left enough of an imprint for me to read, but I suppose I could try it.
Sure.
Okay, so I will go up to the front door and try and read it.
Okay.
Difficulty 6.
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 3.
Okay. The only thing you get is anger.
Okay, well, apparently he was mad, but that's all I got.
So Colin shrugs and he's like, okay. I mean, I didn't hear him knock. I was busy, so if he's angry because nobody answered, tough luck. Call next time, I guess. I don't know. Whoever the heck. Is he not one of yours?
I don't
I
know
mean,
anyone.
you've brought a lot of yours here. I mean, could the word have gotten around?
I don't know anyone that dresses like that.
He could have been stupidly trying to hide from the masquerade. Like maybe he's like that ugly.
Maybe. But also I don't bring anyone here who is like not friendly. So I don't know, that's weird.
Okay, well, I'm just saying you might want to check with the others, and just in case.
In case what he
In
went
case
to
he's in case
their
he's
place.
in case he's one of yours. Yeah, I mean, actually, good point. Maybe if he knows this Haven, did he show up at the other one?
I guess that's worth asking about. So I will text the group
Okay.
and just say, somebody came to my door this afternoon dressed like Jason. Have any of you heard about that?
Jason
Brandon's
who?
gonna.
Jason
Sorry.
from the movie.
That isn't much to go on.
Jason Statham.
You know, it is Friday the 13th.
I
Maybe
wish. No,
maybe they're
I
playing
was
a prank.
gonna ask. But nobody knows this place.
Really? It's not on a map?
I mean, it's out of the way.
And
True,
it's just
I
been
mean-
random.
Random down a private drive in the middle of the woods?
Maybe they're that dedicated. I don't know. On my way to Anzio's.
That'd be a good prank.
Oh, does Henri actually send that?
No, I'm not answering the phone call.
Okay. I was
Just
just
gonna say
curious because that was going to be remarkable. A very quick pointed
Unusual.
comment from Henri.
Yeah, no, that Henri hasn't gotten any of these texts.
Okay,
I think. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, I'll respond to keep an eye peeled and let me know if you hear anything.
Will do.
What are you gonna say, George?
Oh, I was gonna say, like, after hearing that, I think I'm gonna go and do like a quick, like, once around the property, just to see if I see anything, smell anything that's weird.
Yeah, you make your way around. No, nothing out of the ordinary as far as you could tell.
Gonna ask my parents if they've seen anybody with a hockey mask.
Oh, well, so then your father then says, "Oh, yeah, there's something going on in town. I didn't pay much attention about it, but I think that they're doing something for the holiday."
Okay.
Maybe that was it.
Maybe. And Lily's going to text that to the group. There's some kind of festival thingy happened in town.
Like a movie festival?
No, I think it's kind of more like just one big party.
Okay, I will do a Google search, see if it comes up.
Okay, yeah, pretty quick. Google, thanks to their spying analytics, recognized the fact that you are in Ashland, Oregon, and so the first couple links that pop up is there is a big event at Century Media Studios where they're having an unofficial, authentic haunted house like tour sort of thing for Friday the 13th.
Does it say anything about costumes?
Yes.
Like, please wear costumes?
Yeah, costumes are welcome. Yes. It looks like it's all sold out. Tickets were like $50 a piece, and it's for like an all-night thing.
I'll send the link to the group chat.
Okay.
And then I'll say, should we check it out?
Game.
Why?
Why?
Text back. No thanks. Been to a real one already.
Ditto.
Jerome, Century Media, is that there was that one dude who showed up who was like essentially I purchased like Liam and Eleanor from. Didn't he, because he was like a Camarilla like or Ventru thing.
You're talking
Wasn't
about Damascus.
Yeah, didn't he show up to establish something called Century Media, or?
It was for sale at the time, and he was debating on buying it.
Oh, okay.
Good recall.
Oh, thank you. I was like, that sounds familiar. I think I remember it, but I was trying to find it in my notes and couldn't find it exactly. Okay. Yeah, I'll do some research on Century Media to kind of see like who ended up purchasing it, if it's still up for purchase, if not, just to kind of see like, you know, who is encouraging like spooky times in our town.
Gotcha. Okay. So while you were doing that, Benjamin, you arrive at Anzio's with the detective, already there at this point, sitting at a table.
Okay. Yeah. So I head up to the detective. Detective, go ahead and sit down.
Okay. And he says, I appreciate you meeting me so quickly. Given your discretion with the previous case, I had hoped to discuss something of a similarly volatile nature that is going on within the city at this moment. So I trust that your discretion is going to continue.
Of course. What's going on?
So you are familiar with the Friday the 13th movie series, correct?
Yeah, been a while, and today's that day, right?
That is correct. So there are events going on throughout the town, as well as another large party or whatever that event is. Our problem is first thing this morning at about 8 a.m., we discovered a murder victim. That murder victim, we were unaware of how it actually took place, but the report came back that they died of a slit throat from what we believe to be a machete. Shortly thereafter, we discovered a second murder. This individual, hold on a second.
Wasn't me.
There we go. The second victim, found in their house, was actually stabbed through the head with a hammer claw.
Wasn't me.
Nearby traffic cams only picked up a partial on the individual, and we managed to pick up the dark jumpsuit and black boots of a fairly large individual. It wasn't until we managed to obtain additional grainy footage from nearby that we made out what appeared to be a hockey mask. So you can understand why we're having such an issue with this. We don't want to alert the city that this is going on, but we believe somebody is using the day to disguise themselves in a copycat killer manner.
Right. Any link between the two victims? Are they related anyway?
We have found none as of this point.
Promiscuous teens.
In fact, neither of them were close as far as the locations were. One was found outside behind a QT. The other one was found across town at their house. There doesn't seem to be any link as of this point. They're almost completely random. The only link that we have at this point is this holiday.
Right. You happen to know anything about those victims? Did they have any special ties to the day too?
We're still doing some digging, but we haven't made any leads as of yet.
And I take it forensics haven't picked up any prints that are in your system.
There is a hit. We did get some prints, but we're still looking.
Okay. Well, I'll do some digging. Make it quick. See what's going on. I'll let you know if I catch anything, but make sure to keep it on the down low. You're right. We don't need this to cause a panic or anything in our town. Speaking of which, how did everything go with Lane and parents?
So far, fine. I haven't detected any sort of discourse, and she seems to be acclimating well, thanks to your, thanks to the individual you offered for therapy.
Excellent. That's great. Hey, no, really appreciate you meeting here. It's good. I know I'm new in town and everything, but you know, the more good folks you know, the better. And I can tell that you're one of the straight shooters here. It's been around the country, talked to a fair number of cops, detectives. You're one of the better ones. Just thought you should know.
Well, appreciate it. Just tell my chief that when it comes time for review.
Yeah, maybe I will. You never know.
So with that, he sets down the napkin and whatnot, and he says, I've got to get back. We have all hands on deck trying to solve this particular issue, given the scope that we're looking at. So if you get a lead, please give me a call.
Will do.
And so he quickly exits, and shortly after he exits, Damaris actually comes walking in.
Stand up and go, hey, want to talk about something in the back room?
Sorry, I want to make sure I wasn't on mute. Yeah, let me just get some things settled here real quick, and I'll meet you over there. Give me
Got
like
it.
10 minutes.
I go in the back and see how much of the what do we call it? Allergen-free stuff we have on tap, if any.
There, as of this point, there's only one container that has any blood in it right now. It's pretty low.
Okay, I'm gonna yoink one drink's worth from it.
You absolutely can.
Sweet. Right. Okay. And then
So
I wink.
Damaris is gonna go into, her normal office, kind of check things out, give, her ghoul her blood and all that.
Yep.
And
they, of course, would tell you the bad news that there still has
we're
not
low on
been.
blood.
Yeah, there still has not been a resolution yet to the blood supply. Dixie has been looking, but thus far they have not found an additional supplier.
Okay. All right. So she'll make note of that, and yeah, she'll look over the books for just like I said, like 5 minutes, just a quick glance, make sure everything, because she's been in there recently, so there's not much additional she needs to do, but checking up, looking at the blood supply, and then she'll go to meet Benjamin.
Okay.
And when you pop in back there, I'm like, "Hey, Flames, how's it going?"
Oh, it's going. Looks like we're a bit low on the beverages, so to speak. So I'm trying to figure out how to resupply that for us here. Hasn't been very successful.
Right.
Yep.
Noticed.
You're welcome. She's gonna go take a point too, as well.
Okay.
All things considered. So since she just gave her ghoul some.
All right. So you have one more point left.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, two things. One, wondering if you could help with a case that Lily and I am working on at Pantheon with your scrying, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, do you need me to find someone?
Yeah. What do you need for that?
Names help. If you've got an item from someone that helps as well, more accurate, but I mean, mainly a description and potential area.
So if the area were Ashland and you had the full name and a couple of pictures of them, would that work?
Yes.
Give me a second. Pull out my phone, bring up the pictures of Eric Lickaby.
Okay.
And I show him and go, guy's name is Eric Lickaby. Used to be in Ashland. Disappeared about a year ago. Not a lot of leads on him. Wonder if he's still in the area or even alive.
If he disappeared about a year ago, I mean, I don't know why he would still be in Ashland, but I've been surprised before. All right, so she'll go to the sink or whatever behind the bar and get some water.
Okay.
Pull out her bowl and take it back to the table where they're sitting.
All right.
Pulls out her sketchbook.
All right. So difficulty 7. Go ahead and give it a roll. Intelligence and occult.
Four. Okay, that's 1. I got 1, 2, 3, and then I got a 10, so that would be 4.
Okay. So you have the picture of him, and you have his full name. And when you do your scrying, you get the picture of a basement.
Of a basement.
Yes, it's dimly lit, so you can kind of see around, but it's like one of those really bad yellow, 40-watt bulbs sort of thing. So it's not great lighting, and you can see a guy chained up by his ankle in the basement.
Even with the minimal lighting, does he have certain features like the nose or the lips of this picture of who I'm looking for? I'm trying to make out the features that match the picture to the guy that I'm seeing sort of an outline of.
Yeah, you're pretty sure this is him. I mean, especially since you have his name. That's usually one of the indicators you need to even start the search. So you're pretty sure this is him.
Well, he's still in Ashland, but he's chained up in a basement.
You can't tell where he's at. You just know he's in a basement chained up.
Oh. Well, I'm not sure if he's still in Ashland per se, but he is still alive. Looks like he's locked up. I'm going to pan out a little bit.
Okay. And as soon as you do, you get that white fuzz like a bad UHF station. Which is new.
I think they're being protected because when I try to pan out a little bit, it's like a fuzzy sort of old TV screen sort of feeling, where there's no reception.
Yeah.
Huh.
And the interesting thing for you is because you've done this before, when it's blocked, usually it never comes up at all. So the weird thing was you were able to find him, you could confirm him, but you couldn't do anything beyond that. So that was a weird sort of blockage for you. It's definitely out of the norm.
Yeah. So this is a little weird. Like normally when I look for people, I can pan out and either I get nothing at all or I get them. I can see them. But when I pan out, it's nothing. Like this is actually a little bit unusual. So I can't tell where he's at though. And I can't guarantee or promise that he's in Ashland specifically.
Did he look alive?
Yeah, he's alive. He's chained up. It was pretty dark in there. There's just like a single light in there, which wasn't helpful. But
why don't you give me a wits and alertness check? Also difficulty 7, just because of the poor lighting.
Lightness. Okay. Difficulty what? I'm sorry?
7.
7? 1, 2, 3. I did get a 10, but I also got a 1, so 3.
Okay, so you've seen enough individuals like this to know he has the appearance physically of somebody who's probably substance abusing.
Oh. Is he a user? She puts air quotes in. Like a drug addict? Because he looks like he's been on a bender.
Not a year ago. He was a straight shooter. He was physically fit and everything, trying to go for football.
I can tell you that's not the guy I'm seeing. I mean, it is him, but he looks, based on what you're describing, he's a healthy, well-proportioned person. This guy looks like he's been through the ringer and he's having withdrawals of some sort. Like, does not look like a healthy individual.
Okay. All right. And he can't tell, there's nothing in the room he's in that gives any
It's
clues.
dark. It gives me the impression that it's a basement of some kind. But when I try to pan out of the room, it's like there's a bubble around it that doesn't let me see past it. Like when I get out of that range, it becomes that TV fuzz, which is rare. I've never actually encountered that. Normally when I pan out, it's either all or nothing.
So then we're dealing with somebody who's got powers then?
Possibly, or potentially wards. I mean, it's some type of supernatural ability to do that, I would surmise.
Right. Okay. Well, that's something. Basement. How could you tell how big the basement was?
I'll kind of do a cursory glance around the room with as much light as I have, and can I do a guesstimate as to how big it is?
Yeah. The basement itself is probably maybe 800 square feet. Pretty big.
Wow. It's a big basement, actually. I mean, around 800 square feet. I mean, I'm not perfect on measurements, but I mean, if I was to hazard a guess, it's pretty big.
Not a
But I
whole lot.
can't
Not a whole
make
lot
out.
down here either.
Yeah, it's pretty sparse on whatever he's there. He's chained up. Was he chained up to a wall, or is there
Yeah.
a pole, or is there?
No, chain
It looks
to
like
wall.
there's a chain like to the wall. Do I see any other chains or any other sort of mechanisms like that?
No, that's the only one.
I don't see any other like chains. It's just him, from what I'm able to see.
Okay. What type of light is there?
Is it like a hanging bulb that's bare sort of deal?
Yep.
It looks like it's a hanging bulb, which makes it really hard to see, but it kind of sheds that dim yellow light.
Okay. Got it. All right. Well, appreciate that. Now at least I know got to get to him soon.
Mhm.
Beyond that, had a talk with the detective. Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's that about?
Well, there's a case going on regarding that guy pretending to be Jason Voorhees. He's already killed a couple people.
Wait, really? Like, that's a thing they do on Friday the 13th?
Just this guy, apparently. He's using it to do his thing. He's
Hmm.
already killed 2 in Ashland. Got to find out what's going on. You wouldn't be able to find a guy who just looks like him.
On Friday
Maybe.
the 13th, with people dressing up in costumes and parties? Yeah, that's probably going to be like a needle in a haystack right now.
Yeah, I figured.
What about Sophie? Doesn't she have the ability to like get into people's heads?
Maybe. Yeah, I should post that on the group chat, right? Like, go ahead and say, we should meet and talk at Anzio's, especially the Baron.
And Damaris is going to text, FYI, there's no extra blood here. I'm saving that last point. Emergency.
Okay, on my way.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink what I can from what's left. Is there anything in the fridge?
There's nothing in the fridge.
Jerome, would we have a few things on hand maybe I can bring with me?
I'll tell you what. Why don't you call it odd or even?
Odd.
You have 2 available blood bags, so that would be 2 available blood points.
Well, I mean, I might as well bring them. Okay.
Okay.
Apply that she'll be there momentarily.
Are you going to let Henri know since he's staying with you?
Yep.
Okay.
So she'll go and do that. She'll go find Henri. Tell him there seems to be a meeting at Enzio's. Is that what it's called?
Have I been able to get any kind of leatherworking tools or anything during this time? I know I'm not practicing my craft in here as far as like
not given your available resources, although Robert is working on that. Because he's actually working on a couple of different things right now. You know, he's trying to work on a haven. He's also trying to work on getting tools, and he's also trying to find a way to, if possible, complete that project so you guys get money coming in.
so I would probably be asleep in depression at this point because so when you come to my room, I'm still going to be sleeping.
Gonna text to the group. Anybody know how to wake up a Nosferatu?
Poke him real hard.
True Love's Kiss.
It was.
Yeah,
Okay.
everyone's a comedian.
Smelling salts?
Or blood?
She's just gonna go over and nudge him.
Actually, Sophie would say, "Is everything okay?"
I don't know. He's still asleep.
Is he injured?
So look him over. Doesn't appear so.
No. No, he's actually all healed at this point.
Henri, shake, shake, shake.
What is going on?
Hey, are you okay?
It's starting this life order is it's just bullshit. It's Robert's looking for stuff for us, but it's I have nothing. I have nothing to do. I have nothing to work on. I am not allowed to kill anymore. It's just it. I am just a simple. I feel like a scab that's been peeled off of a wound. That's all that's left behind. It's just I don't know what to. I'm trying to regroup. Okay, I'm sorry. At least your house does not smell like shit. It's like I would like to go into the sewers and just mope, but it's Robert is it's not good for me to be back down there again. So I'm here. This damn phone on the other side of the room keeps making the bzz, bzz noise all the time. I don't know what's going on. What's this? What is going on? What time is it?
Your phone? Oh, yeah. They want us to all meet at Enzio's.
Yes, that would be fine. Can we
And we-
feed on the way? It's
Yeah, I was gonna say we should get takeout.
yeah, but I would very much enjoy that. Yes.
Okay, I'll have Dad get the car.
Thank you.
Okay.
No problem.
Do you have herd?
I do.
Okay, so are you calling somebody from your herd then?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
She'll call a couple because Andre needs to feed too.
How many points of herd do you have?
I have, where did I put it? Oh, there it is. 2.
2. Okay, well that's more than 3, which is level 1. So how many points are you guys down?
I'm down 3.
Okay.
I'm down 4.
Then that would be sufficient. You can both get up to full.
Okay.
Oh.
And then we head out.
Okay.
Merci beaucoup, Lily.
So you place a call. It's going to take you a little bit longer to get to Anzio's, obviously, but your people eventually show up. You know, with that look of like, yeah, we know, kind of hold out their wrist, you know, for the feeding, and you feed from them, and you're on your way. Everybody else shows up. Obviously, they show up a little fashionably late. Probably takes them about another half hour to get there. So it's about 9:30 at night right now. Just to kind of give you a heads up.
Jerome, I have a question real quick because I have heard of 2, but I think that was a leftover from back when I was homeless.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I still have because I probably can't.
Oh, you
drink from
do,
it.
but there's no way Benedict is feeding from that.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. I was wondering if, like, as the herd, like,
You're gonna need to develop it into the appropriate feeding source. So that means you need to get out and shake that moneymaker because he likes the pretty ladies.
I don't have to. Well, if I can go to the opera, then I'll.
That's a good start.
Yeah. Okay.
Question: can herd be used to refill blood supply for, say, a restaurant?
I could say I would allow it. It's unorthodox, but it means it's unavailable to that player too. So yeah.
What do you mean it's available to that player? In that it's specifically for the restaurant, or
No, well, because herd is specific to the character. So if
Right.
they're in essence using it for somebody else, or in this case like a third party, you could still potentially get the same blood point benefit, but then it's used up for like that month.
How frequently can you draw on your herd?
Typically once a month,
I see.
depending upon how many you have. If you got like 5, it's multiple times because that's a lot of people.
Okay.
Food for thought.
Literally.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun.
But eventually, everybody gets to our favorite Italian hotspot, meets up in the back. Xandria shows up as well.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Hey,
Well,
what's going on?
Yeah, so, Baron, you were mentioning that character who knocked on your door on
Mhm.
the text. Yeah.
Did you see him?
No, but some other people have, and they're dead now. Yeah, there's a guy who's dressed up Jason Voorhees. He's murdered 2 people in Ashland today.
And
Cops
he
are on it.
showed up on my doorstep.
Probably a good thing you didn't answer the door. Or
Must have been
Colin.
really disappointed he couldn't kill us.
Well, I'd be surprised if he did any damage to Colin, but still, I mean, people don't come to my house unless we invite them. That's really strange.
Do you know the locations of the murders? Are they like out of town, or are they in town?
They were in town. Let me see if I can pull them up. And I pull up like Google Maps or something on my phone to see like from the 2 locations that a detective was talking about. Like
Mhm.
I compare that to where Sophie's house would be. Is there any like obvious pattern or
Nope.
anything?
Nope,
Okay.
it's clear on the other side of town. They're
Okay.
all like pretty far apart.
Okay.
Xandria points out, because she's got the same information. She says, actually, good point that you brought that up. This is, I'm glad somebody reached out to you, because she says, she pulls up a copy of the video footage that the detective had mentioned. So you see like the grainy picture of him, looking the way he does. And she says, this is near the corner of, and she, such and such corner. And she said, and then she goes over to another, brief video clip. She says, this is the next, or this is the, this video footage is, we actually swiped from the gas station that sits just adjacent that corner. And she says, look at the timestamp. And you look at the timestamp, the way it's synced, you see him walk off, basically grainy, but you see him walk off from the one, and you don't see him enter the other.
What time were the murders? Do we know?
One was around 8 a.m. and the other took place at around 10:30.
An hour and a half difference.
So-
And location wise,
Mhm.
how long would it take to get from one place to the other?
You could walk
Time-wise.
that. You could walk that far.
So it wouldn't take an hour and a half for them to get to the other place. I'm just trying to think of
Nope.
timing. Like, is it 2 people versus just one? And, as
Right.
far as like, okay.
Yeah, no, it's possible
Sorry,
to walk the
Brittany, I didn't
distance.
mean to interrupt you.
So people die every night. There are murders every time. Why is this? Why are we interested in this? Do we think it's a vampire doing this, or is a werewolf or something like that? Why are we
Someone with
interested
a
in
good
this?
sense of humor. I mean, I don't know.
Because
this
you
guy
don't want a
showed-
serial killer killing people in your town.
Yeah,
he
and he
showed
showed
up-
up at Sophie's.
Yeah, that reduces the blood supply. Which, speaking of, I need to figure that out here too. By the way,
Yeah, what's going on with that? Are you something happening?
we've been looking, but just the sources are dried up. So if you
I
have
mean, I
any
never-
ideas as to how I can get a regular supply in here again, otherwise we're dry.
I never really thought about it before, but who do those usually come from? I mean, like, just people in town, or
Jerome, could you shed some backlight on that for me a little bit as far as how we source that? Because I don't remember
Right now,
entirely.
you get it from Dixie.
Yeah. So we go through Dixie at the moment, and she hasn't been able to find sources for it.
I mean, that just seems really strange.
Did we ever
I don't
find,
disagree, but
Did we ever
I know.
find out why they needed all that blood at Lithia Park? I feel like that happened in the middle of like a
Yeah, that
giant
really
thing.
depleted
And
stuff.
yeah, but like it's been
No.
depleted since then. We never really figured. Did we ever find out like why there needed to be all that blood? I don't remember.
That is a good point. I don't think. I mean, I never heard anything from
I don't remember
Irene
either.
about what she needed it for.
Right. Never got
Oh.
brought up.
Maybe we should find out why, because for whatever reason, I'm having a hard time getting a resupply. And considering this is where most of us tend to meet, I think that's kind of important. So if you can think of ideas of another source that I can sort of tap into, got the money to cover it, I just need the source.
Yeah, which speaking of which, I think we need to start like chipping in on the blood for the kitchen because it's empty. It's been dry for a while, but like that's like the other place where we do all of our drinking. But yeah, any help with that kind of stuff is going to be appreciated.
Well, if anyone is super hungry right now, I brought a couple of bags from home. I mean, I don't have a big supply either, but
I,
something.
I do you mind if I'm I don't I'm above board. I'm 5 down. So like I'm probably kind of like I'm probably a little thirsty.
If it
Oh.
works for you, you're welcome to it.
Oh God, that's right.
The two
Where did you get it?
from. I mean, we just like pick them up from like a blood bank every now and then. I don't know. Maybe smell it.
All right, hold on. Can you tell by smell if it's good?
Of course we can.
Okay. Yeah. Can I get a? Yeah. Let me give it a sniff.
I'll hand him both bags.
Okay.
Put some in a wine glass and
Okay.
like.
So as soon as you do that, he's like, "Oh, government cheese! No, no, no."
No, this one's cheesy. Is it both of them?
No, no.
Okay, so both of them smell bad, or just one?
Yeah, no. Both of them smell bad, but the first one he was just like, "Nope, nope, government cheese. Nope,
Oh.
no." Ooh.
What about the pint that's or the point that's left that I saved? She kind of goes over and she kind of lifts up the jar and just kind of does one of those get every last drop at deal. And if you really need it, there's some left here.
Yeah, I didn't really plan out for this well. I was
So
kind of relying on the fridge to provide me with food, but I don't have the same resources I used to have. But the blood at Anzios is
well, he sniffs that and he's just like, "Oh, welfare recipient. No."
Maybe we need to go out.
Yeah. Do you want to go to the opera?
I would love to go to the opera, but don't we have other things going on tonight?
I mean, yeah. Well, that's another. Yeah. Let's catch Jason before he makes it up into space. Um.
I don't
Girl, my
movie.
Henry's got 1 investigation, 1 law, and then 1 police procedures, specifically so that he could hide his own kind of thing for
Right.
serial killer. And I think at this point, the way that Ben explained it, I might see myself as a predator where another predator has walked into my territory. So
Sure.
I'm kind of like, so I'm like, Benjamin, if there's something I can do to help, I do have minor skills that I have used to to conceal my doings in the past. I may be able to help uncover with this individual.
Okay. All right. Well, what would you do if you were Jason Voorhees and you've already killed two people that seem like they have just nothing in common? Like just nothing.
Who is Jason Voorhees?
He's a bad guy from the movie, Friday the 13th.
So why does he kill the people?
Yeah, why did he kill people? Hold on a second. I pull up my phone and see if, why did Jason Voorhees murder people? Boop.
Jason Voorhees killed people because when he was a child, he was thrown into the lake and drowned.
Oh, okay.
So he basically took his revenge out on anybody who showed up at the campsite.
All the promiscuous camp counselors.
Well, I relay that.
So is the people, are they maybe are they promiscuous? Is that what they have in common?
Good question. Didn't think to ask that question. They just didn't have any relation to the day. They didn't have any relation to each other. They just both live in Ashland.
I mean,
It's
this
all-
guy
Oh,
also
they
showed
do
up at the
seem-
house, right?
At
So
Sophie's place.
if it's a promiscuous thing, that is not going to be at that house. So,
Presumptuous of you.
well, I mean, there's the majority of us there, I suppose. Are you promiscuous? Is that a thing?
Oh, I am a Toreador,
Yeah, but you're married.
but I mean, I don't know. What is the
Like, I don't judge. I don't care.
there's
I
a
was
little
just
bit of a
saying,
gray area in
generally speaking.
there. Maybe I'm gonna plead the fifth.
Benjamin, do you have names for the people who died?
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, go ahead and give the names.
Can I look them up like on social media? See if
Yeah.
like
Sure, you can give it a
Yeah.
shot. Go ahead
Okay.
and give me an intelligence and computer check.
intelligence and computer. Hey, I have some intelligence and some computer.
Difficulty 7.
Okay.
Did the people in the movie, did they have
Oh yeah.
names so that maybe he is killings and name people that were in the movie? Like, is there a Sophie in the movie? Or I mean, I do not know.
I take a look at
No
the
idea.
list of character names in the movie.
Yeah, I got a 0 if nothing.
Okay. Yeah, you find a bunch of people listed, but you can't match them up.
Mhm.
No, they don't match the names.
Names don't match either.
But so Xandru's like, but we're looking for matches to the movie, right?
I
Right.
mean,
Or I mean that's kind of okay. So she gets on the phone real quick, and she says, Gwen, can you do me a favor and run a check on any of this that might match? So far, the names and locations don't check. And she's like, okay, and then she hangs up. She says, I've got somebody looking into that. Hopefully she'll let me know soon.
All right.
Is there something supernatural about this Jason? Is he a vampire?
I don't know.
Well,
In the movies, you mean, or because
Yeah, I have not seen this movie. So
No, not in the movies. He's just a crazy serial killer.
oh no, in the movies he's very supernatural.
He
Is
comes
he?
back to life after he's killed.
Yeah, Xander's
So
like,
there's
I've
that.
True.
seen them all. he
Okay.
didn't, he didn't
Wow.
start off that way.
You know, I got a psychic reading on my door where he knocked but the only thing that I picked up was that he was angry.
Well, did anybody see him? Who answered the door at the time?
Cuddles did.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Was that damn cat?
Did he speak to him?
No. No, he was just a cat.
Mm, then why would a cat answer the door and not?
I mean, he didn't. It sounds like he didn't literally answer the door, but he poked his head out to see who was at the door. And then when no people answered, he just stalked off. And
When-
also Cuddles said he wasn't driving anything. He just walked.
When did that happen?
Like 4 p.m.
So it's not a vampire. 'cause
So
it's
out
during
a
the
couple
day.
hours after the other 2 murders?
No.
So that makes me wonder what this
No?
person was doing between killing in the morning and showing up at my house in the afternoon.
Was they walk?
Be a
If he's
ghoul that has obfuscate.
No, obfuscate wouldn't. They wouldn't hide from the cameras. That's the weird thing about this. He literally is not in the camera.
is there some other kind of like supernatural? I mean, it's probably not a werewolf, but like, is there any other supernatural kind of thing? Like, when you saw Cuddles, did he get scared and run away, or
Wait! Those werewolves. One is a werewolf. It appeared out of the shiny object when we were in the forest. So it was not there, and it just suddenly appeared.
oh, hate?
Right.
So could this Jason man, could he be going into the werewolf world and out of the werewolf world? I don't know. As he goes around.
Interesting question. I didn't know anybody else could do that, but I guess it's
Anybody
possible.
else? Oh, you mean assuming that he's not a werewolf?
Right, assuming he's not a werewolf.
Is it possible he's like one of those weird freak mutations that we fought on the mountain?
I mean, I guess they could go. They could obviously go out in the daylight.
They were wearing masks, weren't they?
There was a mutated werewolf.
faces?
It's
They were.
like Nosferatu werewolf. Yeah.
Jerome, with the timestamps involved and the locations, I look at that on the map
Mm-hmm.
to see if he was walking from one spot to the other, does it look like that follows any particular trail or anything to like an area of the town? Like he was here at this point in time, then he went to here at this point in time.
Why don't you give me a check? Give me a wits and investigation check.
Okay.
Difficulty 7 because you don't have a whole lot of pieces.
Right. That's nothing.
Okay.
Does this Jason? Does he drive a car like a very like a? Or how does he get around?
Kind of just like stalks from place to place. It's been a minute since I saw them, but like it kind of implies that he's like he just kind of shows up, like he's supernaturally, like
It's like a ghost.
yeah, like he you think you've lost him, and then he pops up in front of you, like
So he is drawn to certain people for certain things. Is this damn cat said that he was angry when he was at the door? What is there a reason that he might be angry with you, Sophie, or your your monsieur?
Nothing comes to mind. I mean, we have enemies, I'm sure, but generally don't give out my address to people that are not, on good standing with us.
If he is drawn to the people, it would your address would not matter. He would just be drawn to you for some reason. It sounds like Rena said, he just shows up. He's just there. So if he's walking from the place to place, is that there were murders, right? And so, like, is it? Could he have walked from place to place? And this is a circle, and we could maybe see our line, like or a spiral, like it's going here, then here, then here. Can
Like a pattern?
Yeah, so like we could connect the dots, and maybe and then predict where the next place on the next place on the pattern may be if we see a pattern. I mean, 3 points make a triangle, but that's, I mean, is there
And Ben's all, yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. Must be doing something wrong.
So
do you want me to roll with
Xandria gets a ping real quick, and she says, "Okay, you're not going to believe this." And she says, "So we got the names of the." She points to Remus, the folks that you're looking up. So we managed to find these two. They look like Deputy Winslow and Scott from Friday the 13th Part 2.
So he's going after the ones that look like the actors in the movies. So why does one look like Sophie or Colin?
I don't know, but that's something.
Yeah. I'll look up
Yeah, look up the cast.
Yeah.
One second. Todd, so you were wanting to do what?
Oh, maybe I could do the same wits and investigation roll that Dale was doing, or maybe even help Dale, just kind of like.
Sure, go ahead and give it a roll. Yeah, difficulty 7.
And if the two of us together were to talk about it, could like we roll it and maybe get a lower difficulty roll if we're doing it together?
No, he wasn't successful the first time.
Okay. I get an 8 and a 10.
Okay, and so you were trying to figure out what from the investigation?
I'm looking for some kind of pattern, like looking at the times that it happened, and then if it happened 4 o'clock here, 7 o'clock here, and 8 o'clock here, could somebody have walked that? And then by looking at that, can we see where the next place might be?
The first thing that comes to mind when you look at that is they definitely could have between the 3 points that you've got, they definitely could have walked the whole way. Beyond that, you don't have anything else, but they definitely could have walked.
But someone must have seen them, though, at various points along the route.
Potentially.
It's also Friday the 13th. Are people really going to be that surprised when they see a giant dude in a Jason mask glumping around on the Friday the 13th?
I mean, they probably wouldn't take it seriously, but they would notice.
Not if Century Media is promoting today as like a big celebration that people should be going around and walking around.
There are cameras. Can you see? Are there cameras in different places that you could look at, or is there? Do we know people that we could ask? I don't know.
Cameras.
We're trying to get access to more of the cameras within the city. I'll let you know if we find anything, but right now we don't have anything else. Dale, why don't you give me another wits and investigation check?
What about those that have already been killed? Like, would those individuals have cameras in their home that could be tapped into?
If they had, that part would have already been volunteered to them.
Nothing again.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Yeah. I like rolling lots of ones tonight.
Ouch.
Lily and I were thinking about looking up the actors from you said it was the second movie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She's looking up cast for the whole series.
I'm going to skip.
She's on IBM or IMB.
Yeah, imdb.com. Yeah, that's not going to be a problem. You can pull that up. No problem whatsoever. And get pictures of,
So do any of them look like Sophie or Colin?
Or Doug. Or Doug.
Give me, go ahead and give me intelligence and investigation.
I didn't even think about Doug may be making enemies.
Why would he make enemies? Like, it's Doug.
I mean,
It's got a voice.
so well,
Like an angel.
this is kind of a leap, but you remember that LARP that we checked out a little while ago? Apparently Doug's been getting really hard into it, and he made himself the prince, and
Oh Lord.
it sounds like he might be kind of being manipulative about it.
I mean,
I
good for
we
him.
haven't really talked about it, but I mean, it's entirely possible that somebody might be taking it too seriously.
Is it also like a little like in bad taste that he's like the prince in an anarch city? Like,
I think it's funny.
I mean, a little bit, a little bit distasteful, for sure. But I mean, I'm just happy that he's going out and
you know, if he's
doing things.
if he's being manipulative with people around him, that's not. It's not. Oh, I'm glad he's going out there and meeting new people. Cut to him like
Mm,
cutting people's hands off.
have to talk to him about it and see how it's going. But
That's all. Especially if we're supposed to be watching Masquerade Breaches. That's a potential one.
yeah, we've had other things going on, so haven't gotten around to that yet.
Got it too.
Okay. So based on what you're finding here, no, it doesn't look like it.
You do
Although-
be right back.
Although
Bathroom, sorry.
although Colin does resemble the actor from Gladiator to a bit.
Which actor?
The one.
I am Maximus.
Okay, yeah. Oh, my brain's blanking on his name. Russell Crowe.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Really, looks like Russell Crowe. Okay, I have to revise my drawing.
Younger Russell Crowe, obviously, not current Russell Crowe.
Okay, I haven't seen Russell Crowe.
Sorry, guys. Sophie, none of you look like any of the actors that I can tell. So I'm not sure why he's at your house.
Well, do we? I don't know, but part of me thinks that we ought to check out this monster party or whatever, just to. I mean, that probably would be a good opportunity if he were to try and, I don't know, blend in or something.
I guess that there's more cosplayers or people who are showing up like, hey, look, I look like this person from the movie. Like, be a good place to grab somebody and kill them there.
That would, if this is the MO, that makes sense.
What are the chances there's going to be more than one Jason there?
I mean, definitely
lot.
so.
Pretty
Yeah.
high.
How tall is this guy? Do we have an idea of like how big this guy is? Like, we get a build, we get anything other than just hockey mask and overalls?
Well, I'm somewhere between 6 foot and 6'5", depending upon which 7-Eleven I'm exiting at the time.
Okay. So somewhere between 6 foot and 7'11".
But no, you've got a rough estimate as to what the guy's height is and what. Probably somewhere between 6 foot to 6'4".
Okay. I mean, that's kind of it's going to limit it a bit. That's pretty tall.
Is he like really stocky or? Okay, so he's a big bubba.
Well, better than nothing, since we don't have anything else that links anything to anything else.
I just had a really dumb idea. Is it possible that one of us should go to this thing dressed up like Freddy Krueger?
I mean, that's
I've already
fine.
got the card.
I had another idea, but I mean, for me, but depends on how easily I can get an Elvira wig.
All right, Toreador, we need to calm down and focus on the task at hand. I think
Yeah.
getting out of hand here.
I mean,
Did
it
Jason-
sounds like it would blend pretty well.
Did Jason
Out of
kill
character,
Elvira?
you might look at me and on my face may remind you of Freddy Krueger. So like,
Mm.
but out of character, my guy wouldn't know anything about that. So, but he would really like to have knives or fingers. He would love that. So,
I got that. If there
I
are
don't
one.
know. I'm always gothic, so I should blend in.
Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about blending in. I think just we got to go and this would be a prime hunting ground for this guy. Scoping it out is probably not a bad idea.
so are we going to wear the costumes for this? Should I go as Benjamin's as a Baron from that show?
No, in fact, you should never show up as the Baron ever again, because we have that image linked to Jefferson.
Oh, that's right. Damn it.
Can we deck you out like Freddy Krueger?
Who is this Freddy?
I'll bring up a picture. This guy, because in later movies, these two guys fight for no particular reason. If this guy's looking to round out his killing score, he may try to he may see you as like a prime target. We could lure him towards you.
I could easily Mask of 1,000 Faces. I could easily do this. If there is a video rather than just pictures where I can watch him, I could easily do this.
Okay. I mean, right now we know he's only going after people from the second movie, but that doesn't mean he won't start hunting other people too. This could be a way to try to get his attention.
Is this Freddy Krueger? Is he French? I am Freddy Krueger.
Is Freddy Krueger French? I will roll for it. No, okay. Was that Benedict? No,
No, that's not. That was just me.
I was hoping it was Benedict.
So Xandria says getting in is not going to be a problem. Just how you do it, what you do when you're there, that's what's going to be important. I think it's a solid lead, but we've got to figure something out here fast.
Yeah, because
Are those knives on his fingers for the Freddy Krueger?
Yeah.
I would like that glove. That would just be nice.
Right, librarian with that thing.
nobody show him Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, that was a fun movie.
Right. Well, I think Xandria is right. We got to get going if we want to find this jerk.
I agree.
So how do we want to play it though? Just like fan out and look around?
We go there and take a look. You've got your special senses. Do what you can to find somebody who's weird and out of the ordinary who shouldn't be there.
No, it's true. If he's feeling as angry as he was at my house, I could probably pick him out.
If he's not human, you could probably see his aura, right?
I could possibly do. I mean, depending on how well I can get a feel.
That's aspect,
Sometimes,
right?
I mean, in crowds, it's a little bit harder to pick out certain things.
Well, do what you can. See if you can single people out. You talk to anybody and they don't give you any wherewithal, or they're big hulking people and they give you a weird vibe. That's a good call. See what's going on there.
Sophie, give me a self-control check.
3 successes.
Okay. So you, as you're talking, amongst yourselves and whatnot, a mental image appears in your mind of that vehicle, which is Crafts 5.
The vehicle that was in the parking lot.
Of Remus's, yes.
Um, I mean, I would have noticed it on the way in, right?
No, he didn't drive it here.
Oh God, no.
Wait, what? Then how do I know about it?
I know,
Mhm.
because it appeared in your mind. How does that happen?
Okay. So I'm
Because
thinking about
Sophie, because Sophie certainly knows how to do that to other people.
that's true. Okay, so I'm thinking about a fancy car.
Thankfully, you're not like stunned by it or whatnot, but it's like, oh,
It'd be so much nicer if it was red instead of orange.
If what was red?
Never mind. I just just out of thought.
Right.
Maris, can I get some steak knives to make the glove?
Wait, you want to rob my silverware?
Well, he has knives for fingers, so I was going to tie the fingers, the knives onto my fingers, so I could be this Freddy Krueger.
Is there going to be
Uh,
security at this party?
I don't
Yes.
think it's gonna work that way.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna let you in with like real knives on your.
Yeah, no.
You're,
Right.
Just go to a prop store. I mean, it's Friday the 13th. Go to like Walgreens or something. I'm sure they've got something there. Little fake ones,
Someone needs to go with me. I do not know where's this prop store is.
I mean, you're so I'm just gonna ask. You're Nosferatu, right? Like, can't you just disguise yourself? Doesn't that include props?
No, it's the body, not the costume.
Oh, see, I didn't know.
Well, you play dress up. I'm gonna go to the party later, and Ben starts walking out.
Okay.
Okay, I guess we'll meet at the studio.
Can't see you there. She's gonna follow Ben out.
Okay.
I guess Henri, I'll go with you to get the costume.
I
'Cause-
mean, I do not need the costume. I just thought it was a good idea. That's all.
yeah, no, I think it might help, but yeah, I think going in groups is probably best, just in case we run into trouble.
All right.
On my way to my car, I'm
Okay.
going to place a phone call to Derek Matthews, the costumer at the studio.
Okay.
See if he's got something in stock. Just in case.
Something. What in stock? The Freddy Krueger.
No,
Elvira.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Elvira.
I mean, like,
Elvira.
if it seems like when I get there that it might be a good idea,
Okay.
just in case.
Just in case.
Elvira?
So yeah, so he gets on the phone and he's like, hi, I've got the mask and everything done. Did you still need it? Is that what this is about?
Actually, I would love to pick that up. Also, I heard that there's a big shindig going on tonight.
Oh yeah, it's going on right now. It's taking up like half the lot.
Is it hopping?
Yeah. I'm not involved, but yeah.
How many people would you say showed up in costume?
In costume? Geez, I don't know. Like a third of them, easily.
Do you have a lot of Jason Voorhees actually?
Ugh, yeah.
How about
And
Freddy?
and it's pretty true to form. There's probably some people in here that really have no business being Jason.
What do you mean?
Bubba. I'll just leave it at that. You can run away from them because they have no hope of catching you.
Okay. So you have some Freddy Kruegers there too?
Yeah, I think I saw one. I don't know why. Was there?
No, I'm just trying to get a feel for what might be appropriate.
There's several cheerleaders here too. I don't know why, but
Well, I mean, every horror movie needs a cheerleader, right?
yeah, I guess they're like
Usually the first
black
one
and they're like black and pink though, so I don't know if they're your typical cheerleaders.
I don't know.
I think they're goth cheerleaders.
Okay, interesting. So out of curiosity, would you by chance have an Elvira costume there that nobody might be using tonight?
Yeah, yeah, I think there's one in the prop department.
Do you think anyone would mind if I maybe borrowed it?
No, they're not exactly expensive to make or whatnot. So I mean, can't imagine they would have any issues. And I don't see Elvira coming here anytime soon to shoot anything. So
All right, just a thought. I'll just I'll give you a call in a little while if I end up needing it.
okay,
All right, stay safe out there.
sure,
I'll hang up.
okay.
And I'll text the group. Affirmative, there are many Jasons at the party.
I'll text back. Are there cameras at this place, like security cameras?
There have always been security cameras at the studio.
Is it possible we could get a map with them on there so we could look for blind spots? Assuming this guy is not going to kill somebody on the dance floor, but probably grab somebody, drag them to a place out of sight, and give a stabbing.
Yeah, Xandra says on it.
Thank you.
I was going to say, I don't think any of my contacts would give me that information.
So Remus and Henri. So as you guys are realizing that there aren't any stores open right now that would have that sort of thing, you do some Googling, however, locally for like potential costumes to try and recreate this, and you do come up with a pawn store that has a hit.
Okay. Haven't been in a pawn shop before.
It's called Forfeit Here.
Is it spelled like FORFIT?
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
It's very on the nose.
And you give things up here, forfeit.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. This place should work. Let's go in.
Let's let it go.
So, you guys head halfway across town. It's on the older side of downtown. It's nowhere. It's not like you have to take a side street to get there. So it's not like directly accessible to any of the good spots that you would imagine in downtown. But it's clear signage and whatnot. It's easy enough to find. Glowing sign hanging down out front. Forfeit here. Forfeit here. Forfeit here. As it radiates and whatnot. It's got bars on the windows and whatnot. As you come walking in, there's an old lady smoking a cigarette. Behind the counter. Welcome to Forfeit here.
Bonjour.
Good evening.
How are y'all doing?
Magnifique. I am looking for the costume. So Freddy Krueger, the hat and the sweater and the knife hand. Is there?
Are you sure you're not looking for any of that Jason Voorhees sort of thing?
Would that be
It's
in the
Friday
same
the
area?
13th after all.
Well, we will. Freddy and Jason do not like each other. I'm going to go in, say hello to him later.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, costumes are over there in the back. Already tagged, non-negotiable.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you.
And I'm back there. Do I find a costume?
Yeah, actually, there's a Freddy costume back there. It's a used and rebagged spirit store Freddy Krueger, but it looks the part.
The good stuff.
As good as you could get without having somebody, customize it, I guess, and actually make something legit.
Yeah. Well, I'll do the face. I just need the outfit, the hat,
Right.
and clothing. So, this is what I need. This is perfect.
Yeah, that should be it.
Mademoiselle, can I put this on in here? We were going to buy it.
If you open it, you buy it.
Right? Can I wear it right now?
We
have a
don't have.
changing room.
We don't. Good Lord, we don't have a changing room. This is a pawn shop.
Oh. Okay. I guess.
Yeah, she
we'll-
looks around like the other stuff that's here. And it's there's a lot of things, like there's several racks of DVD players and TVs that are in here, power tools.
Are there leather working tools here?
What's that?
Are there leather working tools here?
Yeah, we'll say there are.
Oh, Remus, can I have this as well?
Have you done your chores?
I have not done anything wrong in quite some time. I've been very good.
That is, you know what, that is true. Yeah, I'll get you that.
Thank you. Merci. Oh, it's beautiful. Look, this got the curve. Oh, this is beautiful.
They're used, but
That's okay.
it's definitely better than not having anything.
Yeah.
When I see this twinkle in Henri's eyes.
I'm all excited. Like, oh.
Okay, so you guys go walking up to the front, and she says, "How are you paying for this, honey?"
What do you prefer? What, like, cash, card, Dogecoin?
Oh, you're one of them smart Alex, huh? You don't look like no Elon Musk, eh?
Yeah. Well, so what would you prefer?
Cash or credit?
Okay. Do I have cash?
No.
No.
Oh
Okay.
no, he's never that dumb.
Okay,
One, he
yeah.
thinks you're going to give it out to people, and two, he's not going to make you a target of mugging.
Why is he worried about anybody mugging me?
Because
I'm
you
like,
have an innate fear of Adam.
yeah, that is true. Okay. I will use a credit card then, because it is safer and will definitely not leave a paper trail.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
swipe the card, you pay for it. Go ahead and roll your resources.
Okay.
Difficulty 4.
Okay. So
I'm gonna say like for a costume.
Well, and leatherworking tools.
I just
He did
so
just
I just
buy his car.
Yeah, he did just
I'm
buy
just-
a big fancy car.
That would look
Oh.
much better in red.
I feel
I-
like a car like that wouldn't just be an overnight sort of request. Like that seems very custom and like planned ahead.
That's been in the works for a while. Yeah.
I've been trying to get a New Haven. I've been trying to get all this stuff, and he's like, "Oh, don't worry. I'm buying the necessities. An
Well, it's a
orange
car. Of course, it's a necessity.
Well,
He
it's
didn't
like
say how fancy it had to be decorated.
Yep.
it's like an inverted creamsicle. Like, do tens explode
No,
on?
not on a
No?
resource roll. No.
Okay. All right.
If
So
only.
then, in that case, that is 2 successes.
Okay. So you pay for it, and she notes the type of credit card that you use.
Do you
And she
take
said,
Amex?
No, you're fine. She says,
Okay.
If you don't mind me saying, you're looking a little pecked.
A little what?
You're soft around the collar. You're pale.
Need to eat it. You need to eat as she is suggesting to you.
Oh, yeah. No, we're on our way to a party, so I'm gonna eat there.
She kind of looks at you with just a look.
I give her a smile, but without like showing the teeth.
I have already eaten. I do not need to eat as a party. It is quite right.
Can I get a business receipt?
Yep. So she prints up her a receipt at that point.
Okay. Right. Thank you so much. You have a great night. Take care.
You have aura perception, don't you?
No, that's Auspex 2.
Yeah.
I only have Auspex 1.
Okay. I thought maybe you had Auspex 2. I couldn't remember.
No, I'm not cool enough.
No, it's fine.
Next to now.
There's something special about her.
Yeah. Why don't you give me a perception and awareness check.
Okay.
Both of us or just him?
No, both of you.
Perception, awareness, difficulty, what, 6?
Yeah.
Okay, perception and awareness.
I have 1 success.
Okay.
That is
I got 2 sevens.
2 successes.
Okay.
10 and a 7.
All right. So Remus, the way she's moving behind the counter, because she's easily looks like she's 60, possibly older, but the way she's moving behind the counter, she has none of the signs that a 60-year-old would have normally. Like the kind of slow waddle or like a bad hip or something like that. She's just moving like any other Joe would, and prints up your receipt and hands it to you.
Okay. I'm gonna say, if you don't mind me asking, you seem to be in. Because I've hmm. Yeah, no, this is weird. Yeah. I don't even know how to even bring this
Would
up.
you say anything? Would you say anything to her?
I mean,
You're
like,
quite fine.
yeah.
I mean,
well, and plus,
it does stand out to you, yeah, but it's a matter
Yeah.
of whether you would say anything.
I think I would say something just because like at this point Remus has learned that there's always something strange in this neighborhood. Um, so I think he would be kind of like if you don't mind me saying you're like you seem pretty um
Agile.
Right?
yeah, you seem very like spry. I was wondering, do you have any secrets to, maintaining, your strength at you know,
So she, so she says, "Oh, I'm not interested in that, honey."
interested in what?
She says, "You're way too young for me."
Uh, that is not where I was going with that. I was just thinking like, we heard you coughing a lot, and like, but you seemed pretty like really sturdy for, I was just curious, like, how, do you have any tips for, like making sure that, our bodies are as like well put together as yours when we're older? Like,
Oh, well, if that's what you're asking, we've got some of those DVDs from that DDP yoga. You might want to check it out. It's kind of like the high impact aerobics yoga.
uh,
Works wonders. Helps this guy who was in the military. He couldn't walk, was a fat slob with bad knees, and now he can get up and move around. You'd think he was christened by John the Baptist.
Jerome, was there anybody in the parking lot when we pulled in?
No.
uh,
Remus, while you're having your tete-a-tete over here, I'm going to go change my car.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Uh, I don't have the aura perception, but like, could I use my heightened senses to kind of like, does she smell like a like do I get this like I don't know, what do vampires smell? Like, does
Vampires
she?
could smell.
Well, no, but I mean, like, do they give off like a scent? Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
would
Some vampires could, yeah.
okay, yeah, because like, I mean, she's smoking, so I'm probably gonna pick up a lot of smoke. But like, I kind of want to see if like, do I pick up the smell of anything weird
Why don't you
in here?
give a check?
Okay, uh,
Smells dead.
perception and alertness. Okay. Oh snap! I got a bunch of alertness. It's perception is alertness. That's what it says in the book. Is that okay to use, or do you want me to use something else? Okay.
You are good.
Okay. That is one success.
You actually pick up the scent of blood.
Hmm. Uh,
And
how
with that,
about
you hear Benedict in the back go, "Wait, what?"
and I'll just kind of like I'll just pull out my phone like I'm looking through something, and then I'll just kind of like, yeah, I smell blood. Something's weird here. What like
No, that's our kind of blood. And she is an ugly old hag.
okay, so help me out here. You're saying she smells like what we prefer, but she definitely does not look
No,
like
we
that.
smell it here.
Oh, there's some. Oh,
I smell it here. Ugh, you got me talking in circles.
okay. Go. All right. Um. Okay. Stay on by. I'm just gonna leave the phone like off the hook. How tall does this lady look?
Oh, 5'5", maybe.
Okay, so not in the ballpark of the person we're hunting.
Oh no, not even remotely close.
Yeah, but there is blood
Mm-hmm.
that I'm smelling. Do I smell it on her? Is it coming from somewhere in the place?
You
Or
weren't able to determine. You just smelt it.
okay, okay. Um, I'm gonna text Henri real quick and be like, I smell like high like beautiful person blood in this place. It's not coming from her. I don't know what's going on.
Do I notice my phone ring? It does.
Yeah.
I'm like looking at the phone, trying to like put my shirt on. I'm like, damn it. Right. I will be right there. I am finishing getting dressed right now. I need to put my clothes in the car, but the door is locked. I think I need to put my clothes maybe on. Maybe I will put my clothes in the bag that I have, and then I will put my shoes in the bag that I have, and then I will carry that back into the store. It should take me maybe 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes to come inside.
And then,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Is like pop open the trunk.
with a clicker. Okay.
Yeah.
Click.
All right, I throw my clothes inside there, and then I quickly go back in the store.
So you are now dressed as Freddy.
But I didn't change my face.
No,
so
I understand. But yeah, you come back in the store. Cling, cling. So is there something I can help you two with? Anything else you want to buy?
Yeah, could you show me where those DVDs were for that high impact yoga thing?
Oh, sure. Right over this way. So she like walks around the back side of the counter and points to where some, DVD racks are at.
Okay. Are there cameras in this place?
Yep.
I mean, probably. Okay. So we can't be up to any crazy foolishness.
Oh yeah, there are several noticeable cameras in here. This is the world of darkness and it's a pawn store.
Can I use awe?
They are prepared to be robbed.
Can I use awe presence 1?
Sure. Would you like to?
Yeah, I want to use it on her specifically.
Okay.
Difficulty?
Well, difficulty is what, 7, I think?
It's always 7, yeah.
7. I didn't know if there's any factors that would
Yeah.
adjust it. Okay, 1 takes up the 8. I have 1 success. But 1 success is 1 person.
Okay.
So, Monsieur, you're so helpful for us. Where is? I don't know how to say this. Where is this a beautiful lady that I just feel is somewhere nearby?
She's like looking around and she says, "Oh, honey, he's already been trying to hit on me. I'm not interested either. The Freddy Krueger thing just it's not my kind of look."
So is she acting differently at all to me? Like she resisted it, or
No, she's replying as if you're hitting on her.
okay? I'm like, no. It's not. I feel she is somewhere nearby. Not you. You are beautiful in a sense, but I'm looking for as a beauty is what I'm looking for. Is she like maybe is there a back room? Like she is working in stock or something, or is
So she kind of looks at you funny and she says, "Just what you getting at, mister? I'm not going to tell you who is or is not in the back room. That's crazy talk."
man, I'm trying to get her to like.
Yeah, I don't want to use vampire powers on camera. That's a scary thing.
Well, yeah, even if you use it on camera, it's not noticeable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, because like all this like dominate stuff. Like I don't
Right.
want to be on camera using that.
Right.
I just thought she'd be reacting more helpful to me, like she, oh, there's nobody back there. There's but like, um, so I'm just surprised on her reaction. Like,
Jerome, I have a quick question because I smelled the hot blood. Is that like when I pick up that?
It wasn't hot blood. You just picked up the scent of blood.
Okay, but like it's the scent of like spilled blood.
It's the scent of blood. Not necessarily. It doesn't determine if it's been spilt or if it's hot or what exactly it is. It's just you picked up the scent of blood.
Okay.
But it would also mean that it's nearby.
Yeah. Okay. Does she look like she's hurt at all? Like she's been cut or something? No. Okay.
Nope, nothing like that.
A mystery. A mystery in the middle of a mystery. I don't know.
I'm looking at you like totally confused. Like, what do you want me to do now? It's like,
yeah, I'm gonna go. Well, you know what? These DVDs sound great, but I just realized we kind of have to. We have a place we need to go. We'll come back and we'll pick them up. But can you set them aside? Do you guys do that?
If you put down a deposit, of course.
Sure.
and we are going to a ball, a party right now. And I know you are working very hard here, but is there someone that would like to join us for the party?
And so she's kind of like looks and she says, "You're really trying hard to pick up on me, and I can appreciate that. So I'll tell you what, mister. Why don't you come back here when you're done with your party and we'll talk. Just not in the Freddy Krueger costume."
Oh, that sounds magnifique. I like shit. Pay for your DVDs, the DVDs of Remus, and let us get going. Benjamin's probably there already.
Yeah, so she says it's $10 to hold him. Now hold him for a week.
Oh, okay, we'll be back. We'll put the money towards it. Just be really confused.
Okay, so you that you would have cash for it. You just set down cash. She fills out, a receipt for you. Basically a hold ticket and hands it to you.
Okay. And I'm sorry, what was your name? Just in case I come back and you're not here.
Oh, you just need to ask for the owner. My name's Sharon Crumbacher.
Oh, what a beautiful name, Sharon Crumbacher. You take care. Au revoir. Remus,
Au revoir.
Yeah, thank you. Then we'll head back out to the car and just be like, I don't know, Henri. This whole town is weird.
So you smelled the blood of a beautiful woman, but part of me wants to obfuscate and go walk around the back and see if there's someone there.
I mean, unless she's in disguise, I'm not sure like why we would be smelling blood. But I mean, she's also not. She looks ancient and she's smoking, but like she's really healthy.
You couldn't. You have aspects. We.
A little bit. That's how I picked up the smell of the blood.
So, if she has Mask of a Thousand Faces, your aspects has to be more powerful than her obfuscate. So I do not know how to counteract that. It's just honestly, it seems like a mystery I don't care about at this point. Let's go find this Jason bastard.
Yeah, I for a second I thought it might be related because in the first movie it's Jason's mom is the one who's doing the killing, but sorry, spoilers.
That's fine. I would probably not to see this movie.
Okay, but yeah, if it turns out that this lady is the one who's doing all the killing, well then we'll just pretend we didn't come here, and then we drive on to the to the event.
Okay. So all of you end up driving out at some point to the event, aside from the minor detour. Xandria is already there, and Xandria is getting everybody in through another way, onto the property.
Meaning we don't have to disarm?
Correct. And she says, all right, so here's the deal. Please keep property damage to a minimum here. That's super important. I've got the layout of the video cameras, and I have the current shifts of the guards that are here. I've got floor plans to all the studios and the main buildings here, so I've got pretty much anything we might need. Here's the one piece that I don't have. At some point, the people who organize this are shuttling everybody over to Terrence Hill.
What?
Apparently, it's a part of the experience. They've set up some sort of like live action sort of thing there.
I do not like that idea.
We might have to follow him there if nothing happens, but yeah, Terrence Hill is haunted, right? It's the whole thing.
Hence why they're trying to make this a big experience, I think. So they're trying to play up on that. So I just wanted to give you all that heads up, obviously.
You call a angry ghost.
I'm sorry, what was that? I didn't hear it out of character.
No, this is in character.
What about an angry ghost?
What do you know what they're called?
Poltergeist.
Don't remember.
I haven't heard this joke before. I don't know.
Now I've kind of blacked out all of my ghost lore.
Should we maybe send somebody in advance out to Terrence Hill to? Because if he's not here and he's waiting to be part of the experience,
What if he is a dead person, but not? But
Oh, like he's a spirit? Is that a thing?
kind.
Like he possessed somebody? Because spirits can't. They're not visible here. But they can possess people, I think.
I always thought that was demons.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Vinny jump into somebody's body before, or is that not something you can do on this plane? I can't remember.
Well, we're here now, and we don't exactly have a Giovanni on hand that we can just phone out to.
Yeah, so we want to split up in groups here. Let's see. Who's coming with me?
I can go with you.
I'm going to go to the control room so I can keep an eye on everything from here.
Right.
Okay.
Just to clarify, we're going where?
Are we going in groups of 2 or 3?
Right now, you guys are on Century Media Studio property. You're
So
like
we're investigating the property.
You're
party?
like on one of the back lots right now, just before you get to the party.
Gotcha.
So we're just gonna fan out and walk through. I would recommend Damaris and I going separately so that we can both watch for auras.
Yeah, I can do that. I don't think there's any point in me scrying right now to kind of search the party because we're just looking for too many of the same person, aka Jason.
Use whatever things you got to see if anybody's strange, not ordinary. Otherwise, just look for anybody who's fits the bill too well and puts off
Probably
weird vibes.
probably smells like death.
I mean,
Possibly.
that's a lot of people, but yeah.
Well, I mean, if this guy's here, there's probably one person here who smells like they've killed somebody or two people today and trudged through
Mm.
the woods.
Fair enough.
Especially if they're carrying an actual weapon that looks like a prop, but it's real. Machete, a hammer, anything like that. That's a red flag.
I've been watching Freddy Krueger, like the movie, just so I can like watch him.
Mhm.
Is there anybody around us right now?
Not here, no.
Okay, then I'm gonna do Mask of a Thousand Faces and go for him. It's difficulty 7 for that, right?
Yes, go ahead.
I like how Todd just kind of blends into his
Oh,
blurry.
sorry.
He really does, yeah.
No, it's fun. It's a fun like.
He's
It really
doing
is
all
Mask
this
of
shit.
1,000 Faces.
It's all about
Yeah, I just got 3 1s, but I got 2 8s and 2 9s, so I have 1 success.
One.
Oh,
Oh,
like,
hey, one's better than nothing.
Yeah.
So you got a hamburger face.
yeah, a few slight alterations, the basic features. I'm a normal, but I'm an ugly version of that person I'm trying to impersonate. So
Yeah,
not a,
so you're an ugly version of an ugly man. So
there you go.
yeah.
So the guy that I was trying to commission those prosthetics from, he's actually here. He works here. And when I called him earlier, he asked if I still wanted them. And I mean, granted, we don't want Henri to look like Henri, but like maybe, I don't know, if pieces of the prosthetic might be a good idea.
Why risk it?
I
How
don't know.
much time do we have? I mean, I'm sorry we were also late. There was a weird smelling lady at a pawn shop.
You have the weirdest excuses for things, kid. Seriously. I've heard some weird ones, but
Listen, I smelled hot person blood at a pawn shop with an old lady who was too spry, but we don't have time for that. We have to catch a killer.
That's very specific.
Are you
I-
that hungry?
I may have a date with her later too. I don't know.
Henri, a date. Okay.
I was trying to find out where this attractive woman was hiding, and she thought I was hitting on her.
Oh, the attractive lady was not the old lady.
No,
Right,
no,
yeah.
the old lady was not very attractive. No, but Remus here, he smelled someone attractive, and we were looking, but
I
But
smelled
anyway.
blood.
What do you mean you smell someone attractive? Like food?
I smelled blood, and Benedict popped in, was like, "Oh, wait a minute, that smells like a hot person," and nobody.
Okay. So
No.
not really
the
relevant
lady
to
was what now?
old
She
and
was-
spry.
Can
yeah,
can you smell, like, does it smell like, do they have to be bleeding
I
to
couldn't.
pick that up?
I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if it was
Or like,
fresh or spilled or what. All I could tell was that there was somebody that we.
or can you
Kid.
smell the blood without them being bleeding?
Ask him if he can smell a person's blood or if he can tell even if it's still in him.
Hey, Benedict.
why
What?
does he pretend to talk on the phone when he's talking to Benedict? It's like, does it make this? We all know.
I think it helps them keep it separate. I don't know.
It's very okay.
Hold on, guys. I'm on the phone. Also, it helps. It helps so that way I'm not like in the middle of like a place, if to at least pretend like I'm talking on the phone.
Okay, we have all our own quirks and different things.
But
Benedict, I have a question. So when you smell people's blood, can you tell like could you get a sense of like can you smell how good suitable the blood is if it's still in the person? Like the blood that you smelled at the pawn shop, like is
no,
that
that was something else. Like, look at Sophie.
uh-huh.
She's hot.
Okay.
You don't need to smell her to tell, correct?
I guess so.
It's okay.
It,
You
it's
can say yes.
it's my first day. But yeah,
You
I just
you
was
you see Remus smack himself in the forehead.
ow.
What is he doing?
Okay, I just wanted to see if like if we were smelling something that meant somebody was in danger at the place, but if it's just we
No,
can smell
it was likely in maybe a bag or a container and it wasn't put away properly or something.
a container of blood.
He's talking about
Like when you sniffed it in the restaurant and when it was in a glass.
Oh, why? Oh, okay. I was looking for. We were looking. Okay. Benedict was saying that it smelled more like the blood was in like a container or something that wasn't like properly sealed.
why was I looking for a woman that was in the back room or something?
All he told me at the time was that it was a hot lady. That I didn't. He didn't say or a hot person. He didn't. He didn't say like in a Capri Sun or. I just assumed that there was a living person around.
Stop doing that.
Doing
You
what?
keep making weird assumptions. You have no idea what you're talking about. Ask questions. What do you think I do for a living?
Do you
Ask
have a?
questions, kid.
So it was
Yeah.
a bag of blood. So she may have been one of us.
Or a ghoul. That's why I was asking.
And that's why she knew that you were Beckett.
Yeah. She commented I looked hungry.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
We'll deal with it later. Sounds like she's not going anywhere. Let's figure out what's going on here. Lily, you're with me. Rest of you pair up. Let's get this done. And start walking in a direction throughout the place.
Okay. So who's going with who?
Well, Sophie and I are splitting up to be able to aura percept separately, I
Right.
suppose.
I can go with Sophie just in case like she needs like a
Mouth to mouth?
bodyguard or something.
It doesn't matter who comes with me. I mean, I'll go with whomever.
Yeah, I think all this. Yeah, I think all this stuff is like wasted on Remus. I don't think he
Yeah.
gets any.
So it sounds like then so Remus and Henri and Sophie in one group, Damaris, Lily, and Benjamin in the other.
That works.
Okay.
Okay, 3 and 3. Sounds good. Okay, so you guys, when you get there, it's they've got a couple of floodlights, or I should not say floodlights, but pretty bright lights that hang off of the studios, which are kind of the separate buildings in and of themselves. So they have kind of like a big gathering in between two of them where they're just hanging out like in the what would be the parking lot. And there's several fold-up tables. They've got some places where you can buy merch if you want to get in on it. They've got a couple photo op areas here for that sort of thing. They've got drinks and whatnot, but there's clear signs. It's like once you get past this point, no drinks, no food, nothing and whatnot. They're starting to get ready to cart people over to Terrence Hill, so they're bringing in shuttles, which are pairing off. But they've also got one of the studios, one of the sound studios, I should say. The doors are open, and the that section where they have the doors open was completely redesigned to look like like two cabins from Crystal Lake. So it has kind of the dim lighting. They've got some mood music in the background, so it plays for additional photo opportunities and for people to go in and take a look. And there's some signs as you guys are looking around that it was built to scale. So they took what the place really was and made it look, like that, or like that one section. So the cabins are made specifically from logs. So a lot of work actually went into making this look like one little section of the Crystal Lake campsite, or campgrounds, I should say. And then of course there's signs, where they've got people signing up for which part of the tour they're going on first when they get to Terrence Hill. And it's a huge crowd out here of people just gathered and having a good time, with the whole Friday the 13th sort of thing. So Sophie and Damaris, give me your checks as you guys are aura percepting
so
around the crowd.
What's an alertness?
Perception and empathy.
Oh,
Yep.
Perception and empathy. Okay, perception. Difficulty 7, 6.
The book says in difficulty 8, but I don't know if there's other things in there.
Well, I
don't think
got
I passed that
3
already,
then
did.
because I have a 10, so I have a 9 and 10. So
I passed it up. Hold on a second. I'm just going to confirm real quick in the book.
If it's the 20th anniversary edition, I'm looking at page 135. I don't know.
Perfect. I'm just doing a word search and skipping back and forth to where it's at. There we go. Difficulty 8. Okay, so who got what?
I got 3.
All right.
3.
And Sophie, what'd you get?
3.
All righty. So the two of you go looking around the crowd. Damaris, odd or even?
Even.
Okay. So as you guys are broken up into your individual groups, there are a lot of people here in costume of some form or fashion. Some people have just grabbed like generic, they want to be just in a Halloween costume.
Mm-hmm. Someone all out.
But obviously there are many people here who have gone all out. There are dozens of Jasons around, around in the crowds. There's other people here who have dressed in the style of the older movies, so they look more 80s-ish, in costume bent and whatnot. So like almost as if they could have jumped off of a Scooby-Doo set, sort of look. And Damaris, as you are looking around, you guys, it's overwhelming the amount of people here, and just trying to scan through the crowd. So it's kind of like a big blur of like all different kinds of emotion, be it excitement or whatever. And it's hard to filter out. Oh, it's hard to filter out exactly, who is what or whatnot. You almost have to focus just on the auras itself and not the people, because that's going to lead you to what it is you're looking for. And Damaris, as you're looking around, you end up seeing an aura. All the auras, for the most part, are all the same. And auras, when you look at them, they kind of flow around you like a just kind of an ebb and flow of energy.
Mm-hmm.
But you end up spotting one guy who is got kind of this bright red aura. And the aura is kind of coming off of him like flames.
Would I know what kind of aura that is? Can I roll occult?
I'll tell you what. Why don't you Google it, because it'll come up.
Okay, I'm sorry. What am I googling then? Bright red flame aura.
Nope. Aura perception VTM.
I have it here. If you said it was red.
Mm-hmm.
Red equals angry.
Okay, well, I mean, aside from just the feeling of it, does it depict what it could be?
Nope.
Versus just a feeling?
Yep,
Okay.
just feeling.
And this person, what are they dressed as?
Jason.
Huh. So she's gonna kind of look. So I'm sorry, whoever's with me, I forget who. Sorry. She's gonna kind of look at them and kind of nudge them to sort of, discreetly point to that guy, and just kind of lean over and say he's got a bright red flaming aura, which means he's pissed off about a lot of shit.
Could be our guy.
Sounds like it. He's the only one you're seeing who's like that.
So far, yes, and he's in a Jason costume, so
Looking
makes
over at
sense.
him, does he seem like he's like scouting people out, or what is he doing exactly?
He just seems to be lurking, kind of looking around.
Okay.
I'm gonna send a group text. We think we found him.
I mean, a little premature, but it would make sense.
Because she sends that text.
Okay.
Oh, where are you at?
I'll give sort of a noticeable, like, milestone location, so to speak, like signs and stuff about
You're
approximate.
near Studio One.
Excuse me. Near Studio One. Look for this sign.
Yep.
I don't know.
And you guys are near Studio 3, which is the other end.
How big is this place?
I mean, it's a studio lot, so yeah.
The studio lot itself has 4 studios, kind of set up in an L-shaped pattern on the lot. It sits back up against some kind of high hills, but not quite mountains up in this area. So it has some woods behind the lot, or behind the property. So think good visual. Think size wise, probably a large, like 2 large supermarts. Grocery marts, I should say.
Oh, fairly decent.
Yeah. So like,
Okay.
a big kind of parking lot that unified two large, supermarkets that could be, connected roughly in size.
Okay.
So for
So
for movies, not all that big, but lot wise, yeah, decent size.
So is he close to the buses?
No.
Okay.
How many people would you say are here?
If you had to estimate, there's probably about 200, 250 people here.
Wow, a lot. Okay.
Okay.
We gotta get moving. We gotta meet up. We gotta find this guy.
All right. Let's well, I'll do my aura perception as we go, just in
Okay.
case there's
Sure.
something we missed. But
And
but
then,
yeah, we'll head over there.
Damaris, as you were kind of like keeping watch on him, and
Mhm.
looking at the aura, like a crowd of people kind of goes walking by over to the drinks table, and you completely lost sight of him, like he's just not there.
Okay. I'm gonna look around. Can I roll a perception check?
You sure can. But
See if
that
I
is
can
where
see
we're
through.
going to stop for the night, because it's a full
Aw.
3 hours a game.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang it.
Dun dun dun.
So part 2 of the Friday the 13th disaster will actually happen next game. Next game, however, is would technically be the 27th. But we're not going to have a game that day because
Memorial Day.
yeah, well, no, we've
weekend?
got people coming in. There's convention. There's people
Oh,
are going to be
that's
out.
right. I
that
forgot
sort of
about
thing.
that.
Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going on that day. So the next game would actually be, schedule wise, would be June 10th.
On my birthday.
Oh,
Yeah.
even
All right.
better.
Yeah.
Sweet
So
XP
experience,
and your
thank you.
birthday.
Yep, additional XP.
You get to roll that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't believe we have to wait a whole month to finish this up.
I
I
know.
know, right?
You'll be like, okay, what happened last time?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, somebody take good notes so we don't forget.
So
That's
yeah,
George.
sorry about that. But the timing kind of ran a little long, and I didn't want to put a situation
It
where
was good
everybody
RP.
starts.
I
You know,
liked it.
It was
yeah,
good.
yeah. But I
I
didn't
mean,
want to put anybody in a situation where they're going like, "Oh my goodness, like I don't know if I can make it," time wise, because it's already 10:30. So
Oh yeah, it is.
yeah,
Time flies.
When
Yeah.
you're having fun.
yep.
Yep.
All right. So as far as that's concerned, our next game tomorrow is going to be our Modern Age Heroes. It's going to be on the 14th, starting at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come and join us as our superheroes. I think they just may be making an international jaunt,
Ooh.
trying to
Ooh.
face down,
That'll be
trying to face down a big bad.
Are you going to France?
Yee, big bad. No,
Okay.
Prussia.
Off to Paris?
No, Prussia.
New Prussia.
Omega Red.
Paris, that's much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you guys all for playing. Thank you guys for all tuning in and the raid that we ended up getting. And everybody who popped in and chatted and followed and whatnot. We had a couple people follow us. Thank you again. So we will be back again in a month at this point, but we'll be back again. Thank you again for following. Remember to follow us also on Facebook. You can follow us on Lost Tribes Gaming there. We make all of our game announcements there as well as other social media. So thank you again, guys, and enjoy your night. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.
I mean, not comments.